Hi, I'm a fan of the Misadventures SMP, and I'm looking at what it takes to make my own version. One key aspect are the dungeons and overworld points of interest. I wondered how I could make it easier to go from a build to a finished dungeon with enemies, puzzles, and custom mechanics. One thing that comes up again and again is marking locations on blocks for use with commands, like the slime spawn points here. Or maybe in your dungeon there's a random lever that can spawn in a few locations, and that's much easier if you can mark the places with markers. Or maybe it's like the iron mine, where a bunch of ores are marked to regenerate after users mine them. Or maybe you don't want to statically place coin piles, but mark lots of locations and put piles in half of them. Or maybe there's a block that can be shot with an arrow, and a grate that must open in response. Or maybe there's a candle puzzle, and you want to mark all the candles so you can easily check if they've been lit. Markers are really everywhere in a dungeon. So I made a datapack to make dealing with markers easier. I'll show you how easy it is to use by creating an effect to regrow wheat. First, let's open the menu. It's a function call, but don't worry, it's the only function you need to call in this datapack. Everything else happens through links it puts in chat. Here we can start the edit mode, which shows us nearby markers and allows us to delete them, or grab placement tools for existing markers or change what they look like in edit mode. But what we want to do is make a new marker. This suggests a long command, but again, don't worry, we only need to change the tag really. I choose regrowing wheat here. That creates the marker type, and now we can grab tools to place this marker. There's 4 different kinds, and I'll show them all. The first kind is the item frame tool. It's good for placing markers on the floor or ceiling or something. Then there's the wand, good for placing markers into existing blocks and removing them. Third is the air tool. It just puts a marker behind your eyes, sometimes useful. And then there's the block tool. All the blocks you place will come with a marker inside, and the marker will remember the type of block it was in originally. So nice for some effects. For our use, I think the wand is great because we have existing blocks. Let's mark all the wheat. And done. But of course nothing will happen yet. We still need to define what the effect actually is. So let's use a command block. So let's execute for all the entities that are markers. And then let's only do it for the tag regrowing wheat. We just choose this. And at the location, if the block is not wheat but air, let's set the block back to wheat. There we are. Let's make sure this runs all the time. And test it. Nice, it works. We're done. And if later on we want to use this again, we can just place more of these markers and the effect will take place. Notice how I never actually switched on edit mode manually. It enables itself automatically when you hold a tool that can edit markers. This is a datapack for 121.1. It has no dependencies, and of course any markers you place will survive removing the datapack. So I hope it will be a great tool for making RPG mechanics. Thanks for watching.